lot of analytical stuff behind my opinion. Just FY Rubik. That's all I got. Yeah. As we do.
Prepare.
So right on into this one, ready to go. It's Elephant Aster. Aster gonna keep the momentum going. Definitely a steam train that could keep rolling for especially you beat Elephant and you gotta win over LFD.
If Elephant loses this, they're 0-2. You can't afford to be 0-2 at this stage of the tournament. Yeah. So I think actually if you lose like 3 games, it's very difficult to get into those top 4 positions to get into the major. Yeah. So really, like you cannot afford as Team Aster go 0-2. I mean, Team Alpha. Sorry.
What do you think the 4th ranked team squeaking by into the major? Like, what's their record? Do you think it's gonna be?
It's gonna be tough. So there's 8 teams, right?
Yeah. So 7 games. 4-3.
5-3.
30 seconds.
It'd be 7 games.
4-3. Sorry, yeah. 4-3 would already be.
For Epic already. Yeah. They've got the Fade Bolt. Do they have the damage to finish him off? Arctic Burn gets away, but there's the Aphotic Shield popping. They get first blood. They'll take out FY. They'll go for Yang, and they should have a second. It's White Album who grabs the kill, and that is 2 kills for Aster. Something we saw in the Southeast Asian region was the 5v5 pre-horn. Kind of get a little bit of that here between the 2 Chinese teams, and now you've got White Album who already gets a kill on that Shadow. He's happy.
I feel this is getting to a point where there's no excuse for this to happen anymore, you know? Like, I feel like every other game pre-horn first bloods are happening. It's way too frequent right now. Like, you know, it looked like Aster had a plan and Elephant was kind of like, yeah, I think they're coming here, but they didn't really bring all the resources. There were only like 3 heroes there. Like, at this point, you really need to prepare properly, or you just don't show at all. Like, you gotta know what you're doing during this initial time now.
Yeah, is that something that's based off tendencies that you're seeing? Like, is that they know Elephant's usually gone that way in the past, that they're gonna match that? Is it something they've looked at by watching some of Elephant's games? I mean, I guess it could be said for Aster. They do the same thing, kind of been trying like that.
I mean, I'm sure that as the tournament progresses further, there's going to be tendencies for a lot of teams. You know, like they're like small here to do this level 1. But like as of, I feel like everyone's kind of doing the same thing, bringing 5 heroes just to try to find them and work against.
The pressure on the bolts. Red and FY chased, and of course to use a lot of that regen and back off a little bit. This has been tough for them so far. And just getting harassed by XXS, who's on the Beastmaster. One of XXS's best, but I feel like I say that about everything that XXS plays. He's one of the more stable offlaners in the region, but there are a handful.
I'm honestly a little afraid for my prediction already. Dota games are not supposed to start like this, you know? Like with first blood, down kill, 3 bounty, 1-to-1. Supposed to be much more, and it can really influence the lane. It's a lot. So we'll have to see how that goes, because the player needs to get out of the lane is okay, just so it can start pressuring some game.
Well, it's definitely not as much of a detriment as the ultra kill cutoff min-0 medallion was.
Definitely not.
It's certainly starting the game, spot that you're gonna have to try and recover in.
Yeah, Someone is doing really well for himself. The fact that he had less boundary runes and the SFM care. Yeah, so good to him. Of course, DPC is very strong laner. Make it work.
Strong laner even up against the Shadow Fiend? That's a fine matchup to beat.
Yeah, especially early levels. I think as the levels go higher, like level 4 or 5, it's gonna be more difficult for the DPC. But especially like level 1, 3, you're way more damage than the SF.
Okay, so we'll see how the SF ends up doing already. Now 11-3 for White Album. Great name. I like the name switch. DD to White Album.
What is this? What is this White Album?
Well, I know Beatles had a White Album. I think Weezer had a White Album.
Has been
And then there's a White Album in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I'm not sure what the actual reference is. I'll probably ask somebody. His first game, ooh, Crip Swarm. Couple shots on the White Album. Enough to get killed, but still kill for Summons. Beam, yeah, massive lap now. Shots from FY as well as Fiend. Slowed up for just a moment, and that'll keep Lanham alive. This is your classic Centaur Rubik lane.
Yeah. And something I'm very surprised about is that he did not go double edge, because he would have been in line up there. He had that. Very common skill now that you get, because turn that one doesn't really do much anymore. There's no active component to it. And especially with the Rubik, you'd rather have the new comp. So you have to be careful here. Silence up. Shades on.
Some damage being done back and forth. These right clicks really starting to chunk into FY.
Invisibility.
Is and now Sentry from Lanham committing for it.
Yeah. Well, he basically was the Sentry for that.
Maybe end up getting an award, but now this sounds so if you're awarding there, that's your mistake.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at the lanes, Io is pretty much free farming. Io is very strong lane. Olga already has a 5 HP to level 1, and just the further. I think both have tank running and just 10 to the Olga if it's something like 20. I think which is ridiculous at this point in the game.
2 minutes in. I will say after lose 2 and then 3 bounty runes, Elephant is really stabilized. Is on Red Panda for the stun as well as the ignite. Get towards the 5-minute rune, and it's Red Panda who wins the race. Of his life. But they 3 on Elephant. I believe they've got a 4th because of the bounty rune. Yeah, that's being left for the Death Prophet. So should eventually be not a bad trade when you're 5 positions trading to get all 4 bounty runes secured.
Yeah, but of course Winter haven't had a really early earn. Or managed to earn up Aster to full again. It's not as impactful as it could have been, but 4 bounty runes, great huge, especially in minute 5.
It's good for the team.
Very good for the team.
It's a team sacrifice.
Yeah, I would like to see some situations mid lane now, maybe even from the Rubik as well, just to use that exorcism, you know, kill the SF, get the tower low, and we'll probably be looking for the balance to counter that gank.
If you can get in and take out that tier 1 tower mid quickly.
Rubik is coming in from behind now.
Yeah, but I'm here still.
One lift could mean death.
Yeah.
Like DP did a lot of damage to this. Okay, rune spawn.
Question of whether or not they can end up. Still, bounty rune bottom. Over towards top. We got 3 heroes here going after Eurus. Creep's gonna be here in time for him to tether. He actually tethers back towards Red Panda.
This is such a good mechanic for like a carry to be able to do this.
Look at Isis into the hoof stomp. Now they're going for the kill onto Monet. They brought Somnus over. Fade bolt for finish. Monet ends up dead. They get the kill on the troll, and now they lose that success. Cold Embrace, Lanham, as well as Victor Wyvern. A couple Warrunners are here. Access is taking some damage. Eurus getting low with the rotation from White Album. It's not going to be 1, it's 2. White Album gets both double killing, dominating for the SF early on, and a 5-1 lead for Aster. But this is Exorcism trying to take a tier 1 bottom.
Yeah, I think they will also try to take the 2 on top. The Aster side, the 2 heroes bottom to defend the tower. When the weapon in the trees here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Not that strong without it, so.
These heroes are already low on Aster. Telekinesis and now the Cold Embrace going after Somnus. The Fable hits both of them. He needs to retreat. He is really low. Stampede pop by Yang. Crip Swarm is there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now turn into a tier 1 tower bottom and a chunk of kills that have come away of this Elephant side. Yes, you lose your top tier itself, but slowing down Monet's game, killing him twice.
Both teams were very
Dire's top tower
sloppy,
is under attack.
is the right word. They saw 3 heroes top, and then the IO almost killed the side of the Beastmaster. Turns around immediately, they find the kill, trade the top tower. Same thing, they just keep 2 heroes against 3 and try to defend the tower. The I don't know, like why they did that. It was really sloppy. If they wanted it in the bottom there, possibly a Beastmaster, you know, maybe even your SF, but you know, your STP can't be bottom. Like, it's like miscommunications going on for both teams, I feel like.
Yeah.
Going for the Helm of Dominate first, of course, the state for carry IO, just permanently being hated.
Dire
The best
are
item
scanning.
probably on a core IO. Then gonna go into the Aghanims after.
Prime the Roar, still a tough kill to get, but the phrase is they'll cut through this Centaur. White Adam that kill quite in half, but of course they're probably going for that kill without White Adam nearby. Ignite as well as the stun on XXS. FY chasing, maybe there to get a telekinesis in. They just cannot keep up.
I'm very intrigued to see what item build SF ends up going for. You see a lot of just straight arcane blinks. Others do like Yule's blink still. Others go blink BKB. There's many different item builds you can go for right now. And I'm very interested to see what he's gonna go for on his SF. Oh, I hope he does not go Battlefield perfect. He's going Maelstrom, I love that. Big fan of Maelstrom Troll. I like it much more than Battle Fury. Just because it fits the concept of the hero, you know? You have a lot of attack speed, you're gonna get a lot of these procs in. Arming item either way, and then fight much earlier. And much more efficiently as well.
Do you like this compared to other builds we see on the Troll? Battle Fury Ags sometimes?
And Battle Fury is, for me, it's a very greedy troll item. Because the hero is meant to set to fight pretty, I feel. Maelstrom just complements perfectly. So you could even go Maelstrom Axe if you really want to. I don't think you really need a Battle Fury. It's just way too greedy, honestly. It's the same with Monkey. A lot of monkeys go Battle Fury, where I feel the new Maelstrom is actually a more efficient farming item. It's much cheaper, you get it much earlier. But we'll see, like, as the meta developed, you know, it's still quite fresh. We'll see what team will
With the Maelstrom too, you can be a lot more active.
Yeah, sure. One of the best fighting items.
Yeah. Yang spotted by Monet for just a second.
And it's not going super well for the Dire side, honestly. I thought they would be the ones pressuring now, but the early game was a bit rough. Took some unfavorable trades, and now they would be, you know, they'll
And there's the ulti for the White Album. One more shot with the last second raise. White Album is on unstoppable. 6-1, 100% kill participation. He's got of the 7 kills.
It was an Invis room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's an illusion room bottle. So, room control going heavily in favor of Aster. It's paying off right there. For DP.
Going down to Death Prophet, who's stat on the net worth here, really waiting for you. In fact, his farm's kind of low. And Yang sitting with not a lot of farm either. I guess the only good thing is that FY's built up a bit of farm.
You're going water. Not the Aghanims,
Still missed. Would have liked something just a bit.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Shield there. I don't know what this going for. This is a quarter step. Is it going to be an orchid or what? But it's a really weird item. You can just rush the Aghanims because it's a huge power spike.
Radiant's
We'll
middle
see.
tower
He
is
has
under
like
attack.
good idea. Next minute, power half now. Gonna be a little bit difficult to defend this, but you probably just run up the S-fold.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Comes in. There's the Fiend down.
What could it be? It's either Orchid or... I mean, Acrosave makes no sense.
I go save with meta.
But even Orchid doesn't sound great. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going for. Maybe just a
Dire's
casual
top
blip
tower
stuff, you know?
is
Gives
under
him a
attack.
cost.
Maybe he thinks he needs it just because he's behind by a bit, get a casual Oblivion step, maybe building in something later. Better than maybe building up on the Axe.
He's probably committing to the Orchid, I'm not sure why. Maybe.
Radiant
Stampede, the smoke breaks. Oh, Kinesis comes through onto the Winter Wyvern, steals Splinter Blast. They take out Borak. They were looking for XXS. He's got some distance. They don't have a Blink Dagger to close the gap. They try to use that Stampede stun. Not there in time. XXS is out.
Yeah, he is committing for the Orchid. I'm not sure why his attack. They don't have super many spells that pop
Radiant's
this.
top tower
Maybe you want
is
to
under
dodge
attack.
the Abandon before with the shield off or something. But again, I feel like the Abandon is just so important for the hero. Same as a core role. It's like half his damage in team fights.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold committed not towards an ag, which seems like a key.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out. Maybe it's gonna surprise us all with it. I feel like, well, likely than not, it's just gonna not.
Necro 3 out. It's gonna spot yours.
He's fast though. The unsmoked is out. Yeah, he's out. The shield is way too fast. If you want to gank him, you gotta give him with the blade dagger, or you gotta come in from the opposite direction. You know. Might do the ancient stack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ultra tier, so should secure it. I know yours is looking in. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. They're trying to build up that orchid. Profit. Close to a guest busy farm.
Dyer's middle tower
one mid.
has fallen.
Getting got with here being built after this Yule's white album.
Oh, that is also an item build that I didn't expect. Because usually it would be like cute BKB, but he needs to be heavy. If he has BKB, the red team only has exorcism goes through it, which is a big weakness of the lineup. If they ever manage to blow out DP, I don't know how I fights honestly. If DP ever dies, they do have good save for her. Later the Aggron Stampede and of course the IO. But if DP ever dies, get bursted immediately, Dire needs to retreat ASAP.
You do have that Stampede to try and retreat. The interesting thing I saw on FY, he's going straight Axe. There's a lot of things to steal on Aster's end. And you'd love to grab if you got the proper position. But straight Axe feels like a big commitment.
They usually elements into Axe, or elements blink into Axe. Maybe he is playing the IO this game.
Maybe.
No, but Axe first, so the cast range increases massively on that ult. And the cooldown is it can work out really well, it's just very expensive. Stampede for here.
And I believe this is the Blink Dagger for Yang. Yeah, it is. So they're trying to debut it, look to catch up, but the Blink is short, and they don't catch anybody. Stampede and Blink, not enough to catch up to this Aster side, and that is the debut of the Blink Dagger, so they know it's on this Centaur ready to go. So the information, yeah.
Yep, Blink, finish and reveal, Yule's reveal. And now Orchid also finished. So in theory, that's a bigger power spike they'll get for a while. So if you want to fight, it should be now.
Hawk spots Yang. That's the direction they go in. Shadow Beam, blink back. That does seem to be enough, but they've got the Requiem. Whoa, the Primal Roar. Got the damage too. White Album, wicked sick. There's another one.
I was really surprised he chose to just stunt the Economicans there. It was an easy blink out. He definitely had it in time, but he chose to go on those macros.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, not sure what sparked his decision. His team wasn't there at all. And already 3K goes behind with a lineup that does not want to play from behind. When his Troll gets his BKB, as it gets his BKB, ISI is gonna have a lot of problems. Yeah.
Could become a big issue, and it's already quite the issue with the 3K deficit. You know, they're not really fighting with the Troll
at all. Yeah.
He's just been farming. Monet is trying to shore up some farm, shore up the BKB. Maelstrom BKB. I think if you're up this much, you can fight if you're Troll. Definitely. Now, obviously, they've given him the option where he can sit back and farm and go towards those next items. They've proven that they've got the power to fight without for now. I think with this lead, they can kind of continue to do so, right?
Definitely. This SF is popping off. 7-0-1.
Bottom tower
100% still. Another spot attempt.
Stolen Requiem, Blink. Stop, borrow, time popped immediately, trying to run the exorcism. There's the Winter's Curse. And Requiem thrown from Fly. That'll fear the Abaddon. Aladdin drops, steals the Aphotic Shield before he's dead. So I like the Aphotic Shield pickup. It's one of the better ones to have for FY. Uses that and gets rid of it quickly. And now they'll go for the tier 1 tower. While that is happening, our bottom tower is being traded.
Yeah, I feel like it's not really worth
Radiant's
for
top tower
Elephant,
has
simply
fallen.
because the tower means nothing, and they lose their bot tower anyways. They popped Exorcism, Stampede for just a single Abaddon. They're not getting the best trades on the map right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they haven't gotten the best trades for the moment. Could for This is Centaur, who's behind XXS. So yeah, behind XXS by about 1,000 gold.
Going straight into BKB and the Beast Aster.
Yeah, BKB is a plenty for the side of Aster.
Yep.
At least that's the plan. There's the BKB for the trouble. So he's finished his. SF's going for one. You've got Beastmaster looking for one as well.
SF already finished his as well. The big power spike coming up now. They have no way to stop anything through BKB. I feel like Aster can easily force fire on Roshan with these two BKBs.
Yeah.
And if Elephant doesn't commit, then Troll is going to have an Aegis, which is going to be hard to fight into. And if they do commit, I feel the two BKBs, they will just crush them. It really comes down to the DP though. DP can win these kind of fights. It's just right now she is very fragile still. I went into BKB as well. Really not going for that Scepter that we have seen everybody build.
Yeah.
And they do force the Roshan. Nice.
Go for not enough Falcon already try and contest.
They can.
Nearby.
They've seen the two BKBs. They cannot fight this.
So just a free Roche for Aster.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
very problematic though. Like, this is the hardest unit in this game for sure. And now he has an Aegis.
Radiant's
They can
middle
use his
tower
Aegis
is
to
under
pressure
attack.
above the map, which probably will double BKB. But they can also just, you know, take it slow
Dire's top tower is under attack.
and farm up.
Dire's
Take
structures
top
are
tower, they're
fortified.
probably gonna try to rotate, take the mid tower. Oh, Pink, Bloodlust Tower.
Try and help out. Keep
Dire's
this
top
up, but there are a lot
tower
of
is
heroes
under
here.
Machine gun. So fast, it's ridiculous about to attack.
It's not going to matter though. They're here. They're ready to get the tower.
Dire's top
Commit.
tower
No
has fallen.
contest from Elephant again.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
see,
is
I'm
under
told
attack.
for 3 minute 20. That means no experience for Dire side, unless they manage to reclaim it, which doesn't seem very likely. It's gonna be a huge experience swing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're taking out though.
Panda.
Oh, they're just giving it up? I'm so surprised by this.
The Hawk bottom.
They worked so hard for this, but a curse maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, just get it. I like it. I like
Curse
it.
for the outpost.
Yeah, not happening. Just the summons.
Now the tone's on Eurus.
How much is that? 1800 XP going in favor of Radiant.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Big swing, yeah.
Don't mind if I
Bam, just picked up the troll. You can see the experience is relatively close.
Yeah. The bigger story is really the gold. 3 BKBs almost up. I took it to a basher on the troll. Just
Dire's
BKB
bottom
of
tower is
the
under
P that's
attack.
gonna come out inevitably, and IO as well. I just feel this IO is not gonna have much of an impact in fights at all. Usually what happens is why IO is so strong, you can just run around and deal damage passively with your orb. But in this case, he actually has to stand at right click, which means he can get ward, he can get right click pretty easily. Winter's Curse, you know, so many things.
You gotta think that with that BKB soon to be finished for Eurus that he goes for an axe, but come down to if you have enough time to even build that axe.
If he wants to build it,
Dire's
he's
bottom
built
tower
Orchid,
is
they have
under
not used it a
Dire's
single
bottom
time
tower
so far.
has
It's just been
fallen.
a waste of money. Because the Acceptor is not only your fighting item, but it's also your farming item. You
Dire's
farm
middle
so much
tower
faster
is
with
under
it.
attack.
You'll definitely see what he has planned. If you just want to go for like a pure right-click IO, which I haven't seen before.
Maybe he picked up for the death, but the Blink Dagger for White
Dire's
Album,
middle tower is
Somnus.
under attack.
One raw away from death.
Yeah, it's
No one else.
the fight's on him, but he has to be very careful. Blink. But Monet turning his front, he used the stampede, but can Yang get out? No, he can't. BKB was popped. Monet to get low, Exorcism, and Transport commands. They do. Exorcist is in. The Winter's Curse. It's going to lock up FY. Latimer dead. Something's gone to the side of Elephant. He'll pop his own right, and that fears away Monet. I'm trying to do as much as he can. The Spooner Vest hits. He's also got the Spirit Vessel on him, so he needs to retreat as he's got a sliver of health. That fight doesn't go all too bad for Elephant. They do lose the Death Prophet as well as Centaur, though, for just the Shadow Fiend Abdon.
Yep. They had no Aegis there, would have been very wanted to that fight, but of course they do have the Aegis in the middle. And we saw how much damage his exorcism can deal. It killed the troll. Aster blinked on top of the DP, but he just died in a second. Very clutch Requiem steal as well, otherwise the Eye would have also died.
Yeah.
Played by FY. But you can see there's a lot of firepower in this Diana. They just need to actually get the fight going on their terms, which they did in this case. And the troll also, he was very premature that he can be ult. Like he just ran into 4 heroes by himself.
Scanning.
He really tunnel visioned on Yang at the end.
Yeah.
That's one of that Centaur kill, and then what? You've used trance, you've used your BKB, and now you're in pretty far. They pulled him back, like they did the right thing. They backed up and tried to pull
Io here.
BKB Barrett, but Primal Ruler afterwards. He had Tether, but will never get a chance to use it. Now dead for 50 seconds. He's trying to build into that Ags, but there is no letting off the gas for Aster as they move into the dire jungle and pick him up.
Act finished on Rubik.
That could be a difference here because if he's got the Requiem, he then gets hit with Winter's Curse. If he doesn't steal that right away, turn that around, and throw Winter's Curse in onto the team, like...
Lots of potentially good skills. Beastmaster axes are amazing with your own axe. Each troll axes can be amazing. Because purchase.
Radiant.
What else? Of course, Winter Curse, Requiem. If you ever seen a battle ult,
Radiant's top
massive.
tower is under attack.
Bot Lanham, who will pop
Get it,
the
get it,
ball
get it.
time. And FY coming over. Doesn't do anything.
Oh, he
No.
steals Requiem. Okay.
That's act correctly.
That's Requiem, yeah.
He's to get blinky kills and beat out of Fiend.
Give it to him.
Going for F though.
A lot of eyes on FY here. I think if this team is gonna win, it'll come from a lot of clutch steals. They need to steal the Raw, possibly go to BKB because they have nothing that goes to BKB other than DP. Yeah, as you said, he's going back into Aghanim now. But if you want to go Aghanims, why did you do it in the first place?
And then maybe you could have had
And because it helps you farm faster.
yeah. And you haven't had it really opportunities that you've used your Orchid yet.
Yeah. The only time you fought after buying Orchid was against 3 BKBs.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask myself, the Euros, what was that, bro?
Asking what the build. She was for some. I know I said it with no analytical work to back it up, but I did say the game might fall on it.
Well, I think. Also, of course, on there's this stage where they will try to push the DP, but he gets repaired out just in time, and then they have the time advantage. There's lots of cute places that I think with his Rubik axe, not well as his Leo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Winter Wyvern doesn't need to be too close to the fight to throw out Winter's Curse. And they're gonna look. Primal Rumor on the Sonics. He's committed down here with the TP coming through. They've got the rules. They also have some damage on Whiteout. Well,
Radiant's
goes to
bottom
the
tower is under
now
attack.
the damage! Just with 200 health, TP's away. Look at the massive rotations that Aster just getting away in time.
I did not quite see it, but Windwire did attack, right?
I think so.
Because if he did, he's definitely in range for Cursed. Probably thought maybe we don't need it, last second. But
Yeah.
definitely dead kill, 100% to Cursed.
It's a question of whether or not you want to stay conservative and hold on to things. The jungle look over Red Panda, but the Eagles is out once again. They've got him stun on Rodane. They've headed up onto Yanni, but then Centaur get immediately keeping pop by White Album.
Which is not a good.
Probably of all the spells you can steal in this game, one of the worst. But I'm not saying it's a bad spell, just with everything available in the game, you want something else.
It's a pretty bad spell. Let's be honest. Like he has like 250 health. It's really not that good. You want to have the Apoptic Shield, or ultimately you want to have the borrowed time. With your own Aghanims, you can actually just save your whole team.
Primal Rule, look at the damage. He's trying to claim it. He just joins in. It'll be a second. And that is another one for White Album, who is on a killing spree, 10-3. He is involved of 13 of the 14.
I feel like Elephant is like, they always look so surprised, you know, this is happening. The enemy has hog, and you're farming all by yourself repeatedly. You're gonna be more careful around the map. Like, I feel like they just keep getting picked off, raw off cooldown, they just use it every time.
Yeah, it's happened bottom, it happened in the jungle, it keeps happening to extend further and further away.
Are fortified.
Let's see if it's
All the act.
if it's something that ends up landing. It's only 14, it's 6 lead. There's definitely an opportunity here for Elephant to come back. But if you continue to let yourself go out further and further from the base, and then TP Primal Roar immediately comes in.
Yeah. I'm just not talking around it. Aster's late game is definitely better. The troll, the SF, the scalability is much better than Elephant. They, of course, they still have like 20, 25 minutes until they reach that point. That's not something you can play for when you team Elephant. You have IO with Aster completed. You have the DP. You want to be the aggressor. You want to start making things happen. Shiv's Gartner also completed on the DP. I think it's go time now. They're being too conservative.
No one feels like it has to be right.
Yeah, they need to get out on the map and start doing like at least something. Like the lane out, start pressuring, make them feel something.
This timing feels like whoever wins this fight gets promotion. If it's Aster to win that game, they'll find Red Panda. Look out for the ready. 5% and 5 back to that's going to come from the that's probably not the exorcism immediately. They've got the relocation back away. Yang leading. Winter's curse. This is Buffalo Requiem coming in. They still have the start of that one. The killing gang is still here, but they kick it out the whip as well. And they're looking towards another. Somnus is dead. Triple kill from Monet. No answer for Elephant. And that's what you were hoping for when you got the Aether Lens on Borax. His Winter Wyvern from a distance can get the Winter's Curse. And when you're funneled into the stairs like that, it's almost inevitable that that is coming your way.
Dire's middle tower is under
The
attack.
best natural item counter displayed right there. Why? Super well done. And honestly, there's not much else I can get back to the game. That Rock is not designed to play from behind. Now Exorcism's on cooldown even when DP is alive. It looks like a clean mega creep. Probably get let's go back to Roche. That doesn't do the after that. And they move back up. Over throne.
They don't have Exorcism. They don't have Death Prophet for 30 seconds anyway. 20 seconds until yours is back up. Ace picked up by Shadow Athena. The advantage continues to grow for Aster, and they can go and get themselves Roche. Doesn't need to stop here, and this is very, very shocking if you're a fan of Elephant, expecting this to become a roaring. And now you've experienced a series where they've lost in a game like this. So, you know, it's interesting to see how they'll cover, because this game's still not over. If it can come back, it's going to be a really, it's a nice victory climb, straight up.
It really depends on Because they played very conservative even. I think they could have gone for Megas and then into Roche, but they decided to just back up, go to Roche first, which is, of course, it's an okay decision. But again, I feel like they could have forced it a little bit more, you know? Like in the last series, we saw them in this LGD, where they had this massive lead. They almost gave it away by being too conservative, and I feel like it's kind of like a repeating story with this team. Aster is, they play very well, they're just too passive.
Platinum again on the run, borrowed time, gets up, that's all they can get. I think maybe Aster also have a little bit of, here. We looked at a 70, you know, there's 7K gold lead shifts yesterday. You know, when that OGD series happened, going back and forth, maybe you remember that. You're like, all right, well, what if we let this go?
Yeah, but again, like Lanham, you know, like, I'm sure he...
They've got the silence out. That's on to the side of Aster, and now they already get the kill on Lanham. They forget so far. But the air telekinesis coming through off Monet, trying to chase, killing Sonus, but he's got the spirit second as well as the exorcism. Command the siege is out of hand. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Exorcist is a little bit low. He needs to back away. They have the silence hitting onto this troll once again. The chase is on, but it's not going to be fast enough for them. They lead forward for a second. They get the Aegis out of their hands, but that's all they get. And again, Exorcism comes from that. And they've also used that Stampede. This is just an Aegis at 5. I don't know if that's going to feel amazing for Elephant, but it does maybe slow down Aster.
Yeah. Aster now. I want to make the call to immediately just go top. No exorcism. Exorcism is the only threat they have, really. It's going to be down for 2 minutes. You know that. And I think it's for the issue now. Go probably smoke up. Your cooldowns are all back up. Go time.
Going, or at least trying to go shard on Abaddon.
And smoke up probably. Yep. Here it goes.
There's a
Very
furnace.
good.
Upgrade with that shard. The smoke X success, Lanham, A.
Looking for a quick pickoff here.
Double Edge was just in, so might not have that retaliation from Yang. Those cooldowns, there's the BKB, proper one that's gonna come through here. Hung it up with the defensive, got the spirit, fight soul on to Eurus. They get the kill on the twist, and now they'll just try and run. They buy back immediately. Yang taking so much damage, forces that stampede. They disarm the troll, and now they'll try to chase. They leave the base, but it's not looking good for Elephant, as they've already had to buy back on this Wisp. Aster disengage pretty well, BKB, but White Album survives. He TPs out the Winter's Curse, stops them in their tracks. They enter, they get a kill, they force the buyback, and they leave without cap.
Yep. Next time either IO or DP dies, it's lights out for Team Elephant. It's a pretty good way of creating yourself a winning condition, you know. Smoke, and they just jump right away. No hesitation. I like it. Now 20k gold up, or 80k gold rather. And yeah, as we said,
Invisibility.
Radiant draft in late game is very scary. There's a lot of burst damage coming out. Aster,
So many things go through the BKBs. You know, Eurus pops the BKB, but Primal Roar, Abyssal Blade will lock him down, kill him off. He can do.
Guardian as well, reducing the healing of the DP as well as the IO. Good itemization coming out. And someone's just here by himself.
Yeah, again, another case being out too far. Yule's up into the 8. KD as well as Venom trying to pop by Monet. Shiva's on the run. Pops the Exorcist. I'm not sure he's going to survive. Now XSS is here in the link in front. Got the help to take their Sonus with Primal Roar. There's the kill. Gone for 85 seconds. Exorcism was also expended. Yang's dead over on the side, trying to get someone to White Album. The Stars on XSS. They'll almost take out Eurus, who relocates out. Surviving, barely. Oh, the Winter's Curse, Borax from a distance. Lanham killed by the fatal from Neckline. But Eurus is killed, and so is Red Panda. GG is called by Elephant. Aster still looking dominant, taking game 1 off of this Elephant line.